Hello and welcome back to the Honor Recipe and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. And of course it is a big episode of Smackdown today with all of the rumours coming into it. And we also got John Cena's final appearance on Smackdown. And that's what the show opened it up with after a quick recap of Clash in Paris. As Cena made his way to the ring in Chicago, he soaked in a response from the crowd for a bit, so the crowd saying thank you Cena, and he said it meant a lot coming from Chicago. He said he came out with nothing planned and was just happy to be here and hear the crowd chant his name. Cena said it was not his last time in Chicago, but it was his last SmackDown appearance. He reminisced about making his debut 20 years ago and acted like he was about to leave when Sami Zayn's music hit. He reminded Cena he made his debut challenging him for the US title, and now he holds the belt, so he wants to bring back open challenges with Cena's permission. Cena says it's a great idea, and then Zayn suggests they fight over the title right there and then. After some prodding, Cena finally agreed. This was a good promo for Cena because it felt genuine, and having it leaned into a match with Zayn was the icing on the cake. The match then got started when we returned from a commercial, and they began with a simple lockout sequence that led to Zayn hitting an arm drag. The underdog from the underground had the upper hand for a few minutes, but kept the pace somewhat slow. Cena sold each move a little more than he needed to, but it led to the crowd popping for his comeback. Both men took some big bumps during this break, including a blue thunder bomb. Cena hit an AA, but only managed to get two. Zayn then managed to kick out of a second AA before hitting the exploder, followed by Haluva for a 2. Cena even hit a GTS, but didn't get the pin. Cena hit the AA from the middle rope but was unable to follow it up. That is when Brock Lesnar's music hit. He grabbed Zayn and hit the F5 before hitting one on Cena. These two have always worked well together, so there's little doubt that this was great. It might not have been the kind of match they could put on 10 years ago, but both guys look good. It would have been nice to get a clean finish though, but I think we all knew Lesnar was going to come out. So yeah, while that was frustrating, it still was really fun up to that point. But yeah, I just think the promo and the match would have been even better if we got that clean finish. So for that reason, I'm not going to go above a 6 out of 10. Next up, it was Damian Priest versus Aleister Black, and as Priest was making his way to the ring, Black attacked him from behind and drove him into the apron. He sent Priest over the barricade with a running knee and then sat in the middle of the ring while officials tended to his opponent. We returned to see Priest heading back to the ring, despite medics telling him not to. As soon as he got back in, Black started kicking him. By the time the bell rang, the Archer remembered me looked like he didn't even know where he was. Black went right back on offense as the dazed Priest kept trying to get up. We returned from another break to see the Dutch Destroyer getting mad, but he couldn't put Priest away. The former world champ began building up some momentum as he made a comeback. He slammed Black onto the announce table with a razor's edge, but Black was able to use the reference distraction to hit Black Mass for the win a few moments later. This was the way we kind of thought it would go. Short, but they ended up fighting through 2 more segments and had a decent showing along the way. Both men like to use a lot of strikes, so this bout had some stiff shots, and I thought on the whole it was pretty fun. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Next up on SmackDown, it was Julia versus Michin for the US title. They wasted little time picking up the pace. Michin sent Julia out of the ring, but what allowed the beautiful madness to hit a neck breaker on the floor. We returned from break to see both women throwing punches and headbutts. With a little help from Kiana, Julia was able to hit her finisher for the pin. Both of these superstars are so talented, they found their groove right away and worked well to put a solid position. And it's a shame it didn't go longer because it would have been much better. So yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Before we moved on to our main event segment, and Seth Rollins appeared in the crowd before the final break, and when we returned, Becky Lynch arrived in the ring. The man admonished the crowd for chanting someone else as soon as she got the mic. She proceeded to insult everyone in the Chicago and all of their sports teams to get as much heat as possible. This is when Punk showed up. They traded some insults, and Lynch slapped Punk in the face several times. The straight-edge superstar finally brought out AJ Lee to a massive pop. Becky tried to attack, but AJ took her down and started beating on her. Punk watched with a smile as his wife took care of the business, showing AJ jumping into Punk's crowd as the crowds cheered. This was highly predictable and telegraphed, but it didn't stop this from being an amazing moment. AJ has been missed for so long, and it's just so great to have her back. And yeah, overall SmackDown gets a 6 out of 10. It was light on matches, but I thought the stuff that we got was major. Obviously AJ coming back, Lesnar coming back, a huge show, and I think that memorable AJ Lee return will live in the memories for a long time. So yeah, overall a memorable SmackDown. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.